Jared Cannon will come out now and make his first appearance of the spring.
Number 26, Jared Cannon.
Here's Jonathan Scope now. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Popped him up. McMahon is under it. He's got it one away. Next batter to the plate, Brian Goodwin. High fly ball out to straightaway center.
Brian Goodwin.
Dominguez is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2. Adam Hazley will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. Strike 1 to start the at bat. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Slapped hard the opposite way, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Hey guys, I like the execution by the batter there. He got a hanger in the middle of the plate. He could have come unglued, but he didn't. He stayed focused and drove a line drive base hit.
In there, and it's 0-2 now. Well, you don't need us to tell you, it's really starting to come down out there. I can't imagine the umpires will let this go too much longer. And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. Six to 2, the final total today. Philadelphia took the lead in the second inning and rode that until.
Oh, yeah, you can't continue because all these matchups are one-game matchups because of spring training. We got to pitch well, though. I hope I can pitch well enough to where I would still be in the big leagues, but I doubt it. Walks per night is 74. Wow, that's really high. Compared to the rest of my stats that are like in the 50s still. Hey, 2 days in a row? Okay.
Jared Cannon will come on and get some work as he makes his second appearance so far this spring.
Jared Cannon.
Drew Lugbauer is going to come on as a defensive replacement now as he takes over at first base.
Drew.
Yoni Hernandez is also into the game as he takes over at short. Bobby Ullman will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
This change defensively for the Tigers. Now playing center field. Number 21, Jacoby.
Nearly got the inside, but ruled a ball.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please.
A ball and a strike. Now it looks like the Braves are going to get a lefty up and throwing in their bullpen.
Number 54.
And he misses 2-1.
Hernandez. This change defensively for the Tigers. Now
this one's blooped out toward right center field. And that's going to be a base hit, so it's a pinch hit single here to kick off the home half of the 7th.
They need to be aggressive right here from the offensive standpoint. Lead off base hit, bottom of the 7th, you're down 1. This has to be the moment they scratch one across.
Eddie Batista is into the ball game now as he'll take over out in left field. Dansby Swanson lining up to hit as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Dangerous curveball that time, but laid off as it drops into the top of the zone. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off.
Hey, lucky cannon up there, kid, huh?
From the belt, the pitch. Ullman gets his lead at first, nobody out. Skied in the air to straightaway left.
Yeah, you got it. Me. That's
Batista
me. I got
will
it.
settle under it to make the play for the first out as the runner will have to head back to first. Stepping in for the Braves, Phil Ishii, who looked to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Ishii.
Roll it up. Yeah, come on now, big guy.
From the stretch. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball.
Hey, we got one.
Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
2 strikes.
Still no balls and 2 strikes. The 0-2 home. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Left fielder is on the move. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. Justin Dean will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 16. Justin Dean.
And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. Slider gets the outside. That's a strike.
Well, you can see he's coming right at this guy, just pounding the ball in the strike zone. He certainly has the advantage now. This guy hasn't even swung the bat yet.
Hit in the air down the left field line. Long run for the left
Yeah,
fielder.
run.
And they can't run it down. The next 0-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. Left for
Your
Atlanta.
attention, please.
Still down a run. It's 5-4. A 1-run finish today. 5-4 the final score. The Tigers jumped ahead in the 7th inning.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Jared Cannon is out from the bullpen now as he'll work in his 3rd game so far this spring. Chris Owings is up off the bench as he'll pinch hit here to start inning number 7. Ball 1.
No strike.
And that's right there, and we're even at 1. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. And the pitch. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Left fielder giving chase. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out. Daz Cameron will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning. Just gets a piece of it. Strike 1. Very tight ball game. 3-2 our score in inning number 7. Curveball, swing and a miss, and he's behind in the count. 0-2.
Offered at that breaking ball below the zone, and that's a tough one to spit on. But the key is recognizing it coming out of the pitcher's hand earlier and making sure that it goes up before it comes down. More likely to be a hanger when that's the case.
So he froze him for the strikeout. Daz Cameron is the 2nd out in the 7th inning. A called strike to the 35-year-old veteran. 0-1. Good breaking ball there, laid off for the 2nd strike. Grounded to the right. It's flagged down deep in the hole. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Every game has its offensive stars, and in this one, he arguably shined the brightest. He's our top player.
Pitching well. Spring training.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Jared Cannon
your
enters
attention,
from the
please.
pen to start the ninth
Now
inning as
for
he'll
the
try to
Tigers.
keep the score right where it
Number
is heading to the
26.
bottom of the ninth.
Jared
Next to
Cannon.
bat for Toronto, David Freitas. He'll start things off in the top of the ninth as they look for a little insurance.
The
He's
first
ready. Here's the 0-1.
baseman.
Hit out towards second. And this will make its way into center field for a base hit, and the leadoff man's aboard now to open the ninth.
Good job. Way to get on base.
It's a great job right there to get a leadoff knock. You got the lead. You have a chance to add on in the later innings. Leadoff guy getting on sets the tone.
Derek Fisher is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. 1-1 the count. A ball and 2 strikes now.
Hey, I couldn't tell from up here if the hitter was taking all the way or sitting fastball and just got knee buckled. Either way, that was a really good curveball right there. Move on to the next pitch, but have that in the back of your mind.
Second baseman.
And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. Oh, on the ground to short. Could this be 2? To second for 1. Back to first, but he heard the footsteps that time, and the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag.
2 down, 2 down.
Stepping in for the Jays, Miguel Geraldo. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
Geraldo.
Set to deliver the 0-1. Liner towards second.
Make the turn.
He'll
Find the
whip
ball.
this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. A 1-run finish, 4-3, the final tally today. Toronto used a 3-run 7th to help propel.
I'm pitching like every single game. It's crazy. Miguel Cabrera at third base. Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Jared Cannon is out from the bullpen here as he'll be making his 5th appearance this spring training. Nico Goodrum is going to come on as a defensive replacement now as he takes over at first base. And they go right after him on the inside corner for strike 1.
Someone on this offense needs to take it upon themselves to have a quality start the line moving again.
And there's 1 away.
now playing first base, number 28, Nico Goodrum.
1 gone here in the Yankee 7th, and that'll bring up the switch hitter Aaron Hicks. And a base hit into left field, so they've got themselves a 1-out base runner.
Man, I watched Chipper Jones for years, one of the best switch hitters of all time. Work on his craft under the tunnel. It's not easy to put the time in, but bottom line is, one of the reasons why they do it is the ability to work the whole field. Clearly, he's been putting in that work, and it paid off right there.
Count even now at 1-1. Good break to that thing, and it's 1-2. Left side, but well foul. We're in the 7th inning with a good finish brewing. 3-1 our score. And he popped him up. Lugo onto the grass.
I go.
He gets there and makes the play for the 2nd out of the inning. Malik Smith will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 0, Malik.
Now a slider down the middle, but laid off. Hicks is off at first with 2 away.
Playing 11.
Pulled high in the air out to right field. Leday will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and three to 1 the final score this afternoon. Detroit used a nice fit.
It's only spring training, but I'm pitching pretty good. Pretty good. Not sure if that'll translate to me being in the big leagues, but we'll see what happens. My stats are going up, which is good because I'm actually getting an opportunity to pitch. That's the problem with being not pitching well last season, was I didn't get an opportunity to pitch because I wasn't pitching well.
Your attention,
Jared
please.
Cannon makes his
Pinch
way
hitting for
toward
the
the
Red
mound now as he'll appear in his
Number
6th
7.
ball game of the spring. Christian Vasquez is up off the bench as he'll pinch hit here to start inning number 7. No balls and 1 strike. Below the zone, a swing and a miss.
You have to find a way to lay off that low sinker. There is just no way to do any damage. You're just looking at either a bruised shin or a ground out to the left side.
But this will be speared at third, and that was self-defense all the way. 1 gone. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1. Sinker, 1 ball, 1 strike.
If you're going to have success against some of the better hitters in the game, you got to get that pitch right there. 0-2, he's almost certainly out. 1-1, he's got a chance to really do some damage.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Fouled away. We're in the 7th inning now of a pitcher's duel. 2-1 our score. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Popped him up.
Nice. Another good outing. Here we go. I know spring training is a little, you get like not as good hitters or players you're facing, but still. We actually won. Wow.
A 1-run game this afternoon. 3-2 the final finish. The Detroit Tigers came through late. Jared Cannon will come on and pitch for the 7th time here this spring. Yoni Hernandez will come on defensively now as he takes over at second. Jorge Alfaro is up off the bench as he'll be asked to get something started in the home half of the 7th. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, and the move to the pinch hitter will not pan out as that's taken in for the first out. Kyle Tucker will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning. Back up the middle and into center field as he's aboard with a 1-out single.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
0-1 the count from the belt. Kicks and deals. Lays off the sinker here, a ball and a strike. And that's taken for a called strike 2. Runners on first with 1 down. Sent on the ground out to second. Oh, a diving effort as it's off his glove. And not really much of a chance to recover there as he'll reach first on what undoubtedly will be scored as an infield single. Greg Garcia will get the call to pinch hit here, and he'll find he has a couple of runners aboard with only 1 out in the inning. Shaw is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2. Jackie Bradley Jr. will start to loosen up in the on-deck circle as he'll bat with 2 on and 2 out here. 1-0 the count. That evens it up 1-1. We're in the 7th inning now of a 4-3 ball game.
Ooh, he swung
1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Swung on and missed, and that's
another
the
good
final out of the inning.
I know I give up hits, but I'm pitching well in the spring here. Let's see if we can translate it to the regular season and or make it to the big leagues for the season. I don't know if I'm
A one-run finish, 4-3,
we'll
the
see.
final tally today. The Red Sox took the lead in the fourth.
How far into spring training am I? Am I only like 3 games in? Because I've been pitching every game. We still got a ways to go. But look at, I'm pitching every single game. That's crazy. Coming in the 5th inning, too, out of all the... I played the Yankees a lot, I feel like.
Your attention,
Jared
please.
Cannon is on his way to the mound now as he'll work in his 8th ball game here this spring.
Jared
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Marwin Gonzalez is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Sinker, 1 ball, 1 strike. And he fouls this one off. Lifted in the air to center.
I got it.
Dominguez has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out. So 1 away here with the bases empty, and that'll bring up Gleyber
The
Torres.
second baseman.
Sends that one out of play for strike 1.
Torres.
There's a fastball called for a strike on the inside corner.
And if it's high, let it fly.
Fastball,
Ooh,
strike
didn't even
3
swing,
called
okay.
as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up the former American League Rookie of the Year, Big Aaron Judge.
Hey, all right, here we go.
Ready
now.
with the 0-1 pitch.
Nice.
Below the zone, a swing and a miss.
You have to find a way to lay off that low sinker. There is just no way to do any damage. You're just looking at either a bruised shin or a ground out to the left side.
5 runs, 6 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. Swing and a miss at a big breaking ball, and that's how the inning comes. Twelve to 4 is the final in this game. The Yankees jumped out to.
Still pitching well. We're about to, I don't know. A lot of stats, which is good. My overall should be going up pretty good. Well, not great, but, you know. Home runs per 9 went up to 50. Nice. What was the overall? 70 there? I think it says 70. I clicked too fast for it to... 68, okay. I'm at my cap for home runs and Ks still. I'd like to get those up. Yeah, except for the fact I'm pitching every single day, so I don't get a...
Your attention,
Jared
please.
Cannon will come on to make his 9th appearance already here this spring. Adam Hazley is going to be asked to get things going here as a lead off the top of the 8th. No balls and a strike to count.
I'm surprised I'm
Swing
doing
and a
so
miss,
well with
and
how
he's
my
in
energy
trouble
is.
now, 0-2.
Because, like, look at that. My energy's
Welcome
not
to
even
my
close to being
world right
fully...
here, batter. I've seen this
out,
0-2 count way too many
these guys
times.
are not hitting my
Hittable
pitches
pitch
at
in the
all.
middle
It's
of the
crazy.
zone, you take one. Slider in the dirt, you come unglued. Now you got to step out of the box. You have no idea what's going to happen.
Alec Bohm is at the plate as he watches ball
Boy,
1.
nobody goes to spring training games.
Strike
4,900
taken
people.
up in the zone.
Plays at 1 now.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Both teams with 6 hits so far. And another foul ball.
At 3? That'll be a curveball. Boom.
Another
He
one
fouled it
sent
off. Give me a
foul.
fastball. Dang, want me to throw nothing.
Again, a 1-2.
Oh,
And
he
he
didn't swing at the
strikes him
slider,
out as
wow.
well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
Now batting. The center
Cold
fielder.
strike at the letters, 0-1.
Good win.
Come on, baby. See you drive it.
Dang, that
Tried
was
to get
no
him to
close.
go after the slider, but it's 1-1. 5-1 our score as we play the 8th. No contact there, and it's 1-2.
That's not a pitch he misses very often. He knows he should have done something with that one.
Line down the left field line. Struck him out, so he makes quick work of him here. 3 straight strikes. A 1-run finish today, 5-4 the final score. Philadelphia took the lead in the 4th and
Do one more maybe. Dang, I'm pitching every single day though. Had one day off there. I think I've pitched 9 innings now, right? 9 innings. 9 strikeouts, 6 hits, no earned runs. Crazy.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Jared Cannon is going to come on now as he's already up to 10 appearances here in the spring.
number 26, Jared Cannon.
Alright, so this won't be a full inning probably.
Pinch hitting for the Nationals.
Into the corner and
Number
slicing
72,
foul.
Oh, it's for 1 out.
Kyle.
Comes set with the 0-1.
Slider?
Boy, the Nationals could use a big hit right here. They really haven't been able to do much all game long.
always want
This would be a
fastball.
great time to get something going.
And I want
Fouled off.
slider. Or curveball.
Here's another 0-2. And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down.
That's a big strikeout there with the tying run over at first base. Now, with 2 outs, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that guy home.
Okay.
Probably need a ball in the gap to give him a chance.
And a curveball drops in there for strike 1. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning. Pulls this one into
Take
the
that.
air out into right field. And the 2-out threat
That'll
will
work
not
for the
come
challenge.
to pass
Walks
as the
right, goes
inning
up.
is over. So
Since that's my highest ranking stat. Oh, I'm still out there. Look at that.
bottom of
Get a
inning
chance to
number
pitch more
8
than an
set
inning.
to go.
Well,
And now for
than
Washington,
2/3 of
Victor
an inning, I guess.
Robles. He was drilled by a pitch his last time up.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
Ooh, that's another sinker. Wow, surprising. I never see him pull out the sinker.
Lofted in the air out toward right center.
You go, you go. I got it.
And Demerit will be there to make the play for the first out. Joe Jimenez
No, wait, let me
is
pitch
out
an
from
inning.
the bullpen here as he'll be
I was
making
hoping to
his
get lucky
5th
and pitch more
appearance
innings.
this spring training. 7-2 the final score
All
this
right, well,
afternoon. Detroit used a nice
Check out. I mean, we haven't given up a run yet this spring. We've got a couple strikeouts, so we'll see what happens. I'm hopeful. We'll find out probably in the next part if I'm able to stay in the big leagues or if I go down to AAA for the season.